Good morning, everyone. And I'm still doing this journal. I call it a journal, but it's like a thought for today. And so my thought today is about negative thinking. And I know that doesn't sound like a very positive thing to say, but as I was been reading this book I highly recommend, Dr. Caroline Leaf, Switch on Your Brain Every Day. It got me thinking. And as I was thinking, how can I encourage other therapists and coaches who are thinking, can I make it? Can I, start this own online business? Will it work? And we got loads of questions. And I just wanted to read to you day 10 to encourage you. And then we're going to go into some questions and to get you thinking really about what is stopping you. And this episode or this live stream has been sponsored by the boot camp that is coming up in June the 8th, and I'm really excited about it. I wanted to tell you about it, so let me just show you a little bit about boot camp. I'm so excited to announce that we've got a 5-hour live event happening soon, the Thrive and Flourish Success Boot Camp. So if you are a therapist or coach who wants to build their own business, be your own boss while driving greater impact for your clients and the world, even if you have no business experience, even if you're not tech savvy, and even if you're new to digital marketing, then you're about to spend the most important 5 hours in your professional and entrepreneurial career. This boot camp is for you if you've always dreamed of starting your own private practice business, but you don't know where and how to start. You've heard the horror stories from therapists and coaches who left the stability and security of their 9-to-5 jobs but ended up failing financially in their businesses. And you don't know how to get clients and don't have the confidence to market your business. Don't worry, I get it. Then come and join us for the Thrive and Flourish Success Bootcamp. I've left the link below. Places are limited, so claim your spot today. Okay, so what I want to do now is read this, day 10, and it starts off with the Bible verse, which is, a cheerful heart is a good medicine, but a downcast spirit dries up the bones. Proverbs 17, verse 22. And the brainy tip is, your brain and body respond to your mind. It's really, really interesting because she goes on to say about if you have all these negative thoughts, not only does it affect you mentally, but it also affects your body. So it makes your body more vulnerable to other diseases and illnesses. And, actually the toxic thinking and the stress that you can have reduces the size of certain structures of your brain, like the hippocampus. So it was a very powerful reading, actually, reading that, because God doesn't want us to get all stressed, to have all these negative thoughts. And I wanted to just give you some thinking about this. I was just wondering whether you have any negative thoughts about building or starting your own online business, and whether you find yourself sort of doubting, will I be able to succeed? When will it happen? When will I get enough clients? And all those sort of things. Do you find yourself, worried about achieving those goals? And as you think about that, I want to just give you some tips that I use to help me along the way. As you know, I'm a woman of faith. So one of the things that really helps me is to start my day affirming my faith, spending time with God, but also affirming my abilities, my potential, and giving that to God. So replacing what is negative inside me with positive affirmations praises to God, and to rewire my brain and to focus on the strengths and those possibilities. So, for example, I might say to myself, yeah, you're capable of creating this online business. You have the skills, you have the creativity, and you can make this work. So I say those things, and I would like to encourage you to do the same. So you set small but achievable goals. When you look at the whole thing, it can look unmanageable, but when you break it down into small steps, then you can feel more comfortable, more confident in taking each step. And the third thing is to just do a bit of mindfulness, they call it, but I call it stress reduction techniques. That might be deep breathing, it might be a bit of visualization, any of those things into your, for me, it's prayer as well, looking at the Bible and, stopping that negative way of thinking and refocusing your mind on a more calm and more focused mind will actually make you more resilient and better equipped to deal with, the challenges of starting a business. Because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Yes, there are challenges of starting a business, but you need to have the right mindset. And on the boot camp, I will be talking about mindset. So I really urge you to join the boot camp. And let's dive into some of these questions I want you to ask yourself. So do you ever think, what if I fail, when you're thinking about starting your online business? And how does that impact your motivation to take the first step? Because if you're thinking those negative things, it's going to make it difficult to take that first step. So you really need to understand your brain's response to negative thinking, because your brain is just wired to kind of keep you safe. And if you keep telling it these negative things, then it's going to say, okay, yeah, I know you can't do it. You've got to be able to get out of that mindset. So are you concerned that you lack those necessary skills and resources to build that successful online presence? So do you have these thoughts that affect your confidence of your abilities? And, I get that, because I know when I first started my online business in 2015, or when I started my business in 2005, I was leaving that safe 9-to-5 job and going into something that was unknown territory. What do I know about business? And I was telling myself all these negative things, and even when I went on conferences, which were supposed to be with other therapists, which were, other speech therapists like me, I still ended up telling myself negative things like, oh, I can't do this. I'm not as good as those other people. I know, and all those comparisonitis, I call it now, it doesn't help. Your mindset. So you really need to think about that. So do you find yourself comparing yourself with other potential businesses to others, or more established online business? Because you really need to stop that. You need to stop that negative comparison that's pushing you away from what your unique path is. We're all got a unique path, so you need to shift that mindset to not just improve your mental health, but also parts of your brain that is responsible for your creativity and problem solving. So I hope that you found this useful. And if you want to know about the boot camp, let me just share the link with you. Where have I got it? I think you'll find it at mavenbusinesshaven.com/bootcamp. I'll put the link in the description below, and I look forward to seeing you there. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow when I'll be interviewing Eula Kenda. So I look forward to seeing you then. Okay, take care. Bye for now.